Hello. For my presentation, I'm doing special use airspace. I got most of my information from the AIM and the Pilot's Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge. AIM 3-4-1 in general. Special use airspace consists of that airspace wherein activities must be combined because of their nature, or wherein limitations are imposed upon aircraft operations that are not a part of those activities, or both. Except for controlled firing areas, special use airspace areas are depicted on aeronautical charts. Types of special use airspace: we got prohibited areas, restricted areas, warning areas, military operation areas, alert areas, controlled firing areas, and national security areas. AIM 3-4-2, prohibited areas. Prohibited areas contain airspace of defined dimensions identified by an area on the surface of the earth within which the flight of aircraft is prohibited. Reasons: security and national welfare. They're depicted on aeronautical charts with a P followed by a number. AIM 3-4-3, restricted areas. Restricted areas contain airspace identified by an area on the surface of the earth within which the flight of aircraft, while not wholly prohibited, is subject to restrictions. Aircraft that penetrate a restricted area without permission could put themselves in a dangerous situation. Gunnery and guided missile practice are often associated with these areas. If restricted area is not active, you may get permission to transit through. If on an IFR flight plan and restricted area is active, ATC will vector you around. Depicted on aeronautical charts with an R followed by a number. AIM 3-4-4. Warning areas. A warning area is airspace of defined dimensions extending from 3 nautical miles outward from the coast of the U.S. that contain activity that may be hazardous to non-participating aircraft. You may enter, but be cautious of hazardous activity. Depicted on aeronautical charts with a W followed by a number. AIM 3-4-5, military operations areas. MOAs consist of airspace of defined vertical and lateral limits established for the purpose of separating certain military training activities from IFR traffic. Pilots operating IFR may be cleared through if aircraft separation can be maintained. Pilots operating VFR should be extremely careful because there may be military jets moving quickly and practicing aerobatics. Depicted on aeronautical charts by the name followed by MOA. AIM 3-4-6, alert areas. Alert areas are depicted on aeronautical charts to inform non-participating pilots of areas that may contain a high volume of pilot training or an unusual type of aerial activity. Pilots should be extremely cautious while transitioning through an alert area. Depicted on aeronautical charts with an A followed by a number. AIM 3-4-7, controlled firing areas. CFAs contain activities which, if not conducted in a controlled environment, could be hazardous to non-participating aircraft. They do not cause non-participating aircraft to be rerouted because there are ground stations which track aircraft, and they will cease activity if aircraft's flight path is suspected to be an issue. They're not depicted on charts. AIM 3-4-8 National Security Areas. National security areas consist of airspace of defined vertical and lateral dimensions established at locations where there is a requirement for increased security and safety of ground facilities. Can become a restricted area via NOTAM, depicted on aeronautical charts by bold magenta dashed lines. That's all. Thanks.